going to click start recording, and we're going to welcome back the YouTube audience that watches this on a video on demand replay for CLG FC episode 184. It should be 184. It is 184. So, but yeah, absolutely everything is on there. And then if it's not something that we record and upload for VOD later, like when I play Pangya or Age of History or Goddess of Victory Nikkei, we multi-stream. So we're not multi-streaming tonight because this is recorded for YouTube. But if it's not recorded for YouTube, like those 3 games, then it's multi-streamed over on YouTube, so definitely check it out. It's got absolutely everything over there, and yeah, I think it's awesome to have. So just a huge catalog of that stuff. It is. I need to update the title because it is currently halftime in the Seattle game. So Seattle and San Jose's leading Real Salt Lake 1-0 in the other 10:30 kickoff, by the way. But it is 1-1 here. The 4 o'clock game tomorrow is Portland Whitecaps. Portland Vancouver. I will be live for that. And then LA San Diego at 7. I do not know if I'm going to be live for that game or if we will raid over to Biz for his watch party. I haven't decided yet, but Biz, Dill, and Pixelated Suits, all of which are 3 great streamers who I would highly recommend watching. They are they're doing a watch party for the LA Galaxy San Diego FC game, which is San Diego's first ever game in club history. So we'll see how it goes. I think they're going to get clapped by LA, but that's a different story. But yeah, everything's going. Tomorrow, I currently have it set for noon Eastern. I'm going to try to be done or on by noon Eastern. I do have a lot I need to get done around the house before I go live. So, if I don't complete that by noon, it'll be a little bit later. But I don't want to be too much later because I want to get on. We're going to play. I'm going to play. Probably F1 2012, and then we'll kick over to Football Manager when we're done. We may also play Rise of Nations because I was supposed to play that in the midweek, and then I decided to do an MLS tier kit list instead. So I don't know if you've seen the MLS kits, NC Bear. You don't strike me as an MLS guy. I know you did a save in MLS. I'm just saying you don't 100% strike me as somebody who watches the league on a regular basis. But I don't watch the MLS very much. Yeah. So, but they came out with their kits, and some of them are fucking incredible. But I do keep up a bit. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. I feel kind of that same way about like I'm that way with the NHL. You know what I mean? I'm an Oilers fan, but I don't sit down and watch Oilers games. In fact, I haven't watched an Oilers game this year, but I did see they lost in Philly today, and I do know that they are top of the Pacific, so I keep up with it a little bit. You know what I mean? But hockey is like Oh yeah, Portland's kit's so good. Yeah, but they got passed up for Charlotte. If NCFC was in there, I'd care more, but they got passed up for Charlotte. Of course they did. Is NCFC in Raleigh? Is that where they're based out of? Because if they're in Raleigh, I would say that kind of sucks, because you would think Raleigh would be the one city that would maybe get the nod ahead of Charlotte. But yeah, see, it did in the hockey, but it didn't in the MLS. That's a shame. So having both would be cool. So anyway, Logic FC under 18s enjoy big win over Weldstone under 18. Having both would be awesome. It used to be the Railhawks, which is that's a sick name. The Raleigh Railhawks, fucking what a name. That is a big win. Wayne Arrington in the 4th and again in the 12th before Philip Draper in the 26th. Raymond Gallagher in the 35th. Made it, what was that, 4-0 at the half. Wayne Arrington 2 minutes after the break before Moises Mizamiru from the penalty marker in the 62nd. Philip Draper 2 minutes after that. 7-0 over Weldstone, who are bottom of the under-18s league. We are in fifth currently, 4 points back from Ziggurat's Macclesfield under 18s. I think the name change hurt them. Maybe the Rail Hawks would have been awesome, but MLS doesn't. I don't know if you noticed. MLS next expansion has to be a Hawaii team. Hawaii has absolutely no professional sports teams. They don't, at least top division in any sport in the U.S. They don't have an NFL team. They don't have an NBA team. They don't. It would be funny. The logistics of it would be horrendous. Um, so it's like when MLS teams try to go to Mexico for CONCACAF. That's the thing. People always say like, why does the MLS not do well in CONCACAF? And I'm like, the the league doesn't really help them because um, the league plays so many games they just fixture congest them during the CONCACAF league, and then B, they don't give them enough time. So like, the people always say to me, why do MLS sides not do well in CONCACAF? And there's a number of reasons. A big one being, first off, that Liga MX is about 28 to 30 games into their season, and we are just starting our season. So like, we when we're playing in the first round of CONCACAF, these teams are just like back from preseason, whereas Mexico's been playing for 6, 7 months. The other thing is, first that's fine. Um, the Mexico, a lot of the Mexican teams, specifically the ones like Club America, are at very, very, very high altitudes, right? Because they're based in Mexico City, and um, it takes players a while to adapt to that in a high intensity sport like football. So the recommendation is that you either have to fly in the night before the game and play the game and fly out the night after the game, or you have to fly in about 10 days prior to the game, get adjusted to the air density at those levels, and then fly back out. The altitude's crazy, yeah, and they don't do that. They always fly in like 2 days before or 3 days before, usually 2 days before, and then they try to do 2 to 3 training sessions during the day they have off between when they flew out and the game. And it's like, no, you guys literally should be flying the night before the game and spend absolutely as minimal time as possible in Mexico. And then the moment the game is done, you should be on a plane that night to fly home. So here in Common Ball, playing away in Bolivia is one of the hardest games you can get, and Bolivian teams fucking suck. But exactly, the altitude is so tough. Chilean teams probably have the same advantage. Some Chilean teams. I know there's like one that was done by like Zealand or Copa 90 or something that was like this Chilean team has to have oxygen fed to them. That's an extreme case, you know what I mean? But the Chilean teams have the potential to have that same advantage. The altitude, the air density is so thin at those altitudes. CounterLogic FC under-18s win in the FA Youth Cup second round. Gallagher shines as Green finds fitness for CounterLogic FC under-18s. So Wayne Arrington in the 10th, Philip Draper in the 18th, before Jules Vial in the 54th. Andre Idoa in the 82nd made it 3-1. And we are through to the FA Youth Cup. Is there a third qualifying round? Yes. We're through to the third qualifying round of the FA Youth Cup. Cool. Ooh. Scotty Smith, you don't play center back. You bastard. Frankie Neary, you don't play right back. You bastard. Scouting players in range, please. Where's all these players that don't have scout reports yet? Give me scout reports. Oh, come on, report. No, that's not what I wanted. I guess I'm capped. 24 people. Can I go like a little more? 43 people report fully scout player. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough to get in those altitudes. So they are back underway. So this is going to be the final game of the night for me because hang on. Sorry, big sneeze. Um, this is the final game of the night to me because I think we have like 10. What is the next game after this? It's like, yeah, the next game after this is like 10 days away, and we're not gonna have enough time. So we are 4-6 favorites. Barrow Celtic 4-1 to draw 11-4. I've, Jesus Christ, every time with these fucking AI managers. Um, so let's kick the pre-match press conference off with a question from Lugero Rodriguez at One Football. He talked shit about you. What do you have to say about that? Fucking, fuck off. So, uh, currently find themselves in 17th place. Uh, let's see how the match goes. Yes. Cool. That is that. And boom, 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 boom. We are 1 day away from the match. I fancy Seattle to win. Oh, that's a good ball. Was he on side though? Charlotte, it's in. Is the flag up? The flag is not up. Seattle have scored. VAR are certainly going to have a look at that. Very much so. They're going to have a look at that because he might have gone too more early. But guess who it is, man? It is the pensioner himself, Jordan Morris, who's on the scores. If this stands, oh, he's on. He's on. That's a really good run behind. Jordan Morris has scored for Seattle. He's just so good, man. I don't know what it is about Jordan Morris, man. He's had everything, man. He's had like two really bad injuries he's come back from, and physique wise, he's like a real heavier boned guy. So he's not like these real pacey kind of, but he just gets himself in positions to score goals. So uh, he has done so tonight. Wigton Harriers and Sharnock Richard is the marquee matchup, and we are into match day. Match day, match day, match day. Let's go. Um, and hopefully we can come out with another win. That would be very nice. The FA Youth Cup third qualifying round draw is also today. So when he popped his ACL, I felt really bad for him, Jordan Morris. He tore his ACL clean, and he was out like almost a year and a half recovering, and he's come back and he keeps scoring, which I think is great. He Seattle's going to have to do something for him when he retires because the fact that they stuck with him and he's stuck with him and he's produced what he has for the Sounders is just remarkable. Um, I need somebody on that plays all three on the back line is what I'm looking for. Some guy like this, but Jamie Taylor did not want to come to the club when I offered Stoke £10,000 for him. So, uh, right. Let me get the pre-match music ready. We got the walkout song primed and ready. And I think we are ready. I'm going to have one more final save of the game, and then we're going to get into the match. And I think we have enough time to. When are the ads coming? In 40 minutes. We have plenty of time. Um, so it has stood, by the way, VAR. The nice things, Apollo, about VAR here, I don't know how VAR works in Argentina, or if anyone is still left from Normal Bloke from Sheffield Stream, but we do not draw lines here for VAR in MLS. There is no semi-automated offside, anything like that. When an offsides call needs to be reviewed, or potential offsides goal needs to be reviewed. All that's looked at by the AVR, the VR and the AVR, or the VAR and the AVAR, is a still frame of the moment the ball was struck. And they get that still frame from every camera that's available in the stadium, every television camera. And they look at it and they say, is this a clear and obvious error? Is he like, if the goal, for example, from Jordan Morris, which stood, they'll look at it and say, is he clearly offsides? Because if he's potentially onside, then there's not enough evidence to overturn it. If he's clearly offsides, then he's clearly offsides. You know what I mean? Like, there's definite daylight between them. But if he's, if it's any sort of, that's how VAR should be used. That's why I keep telling people over in England and Europe, like, VAR here is used way, way more properly than it's used in Europe. Like, there are no people defer to. Yes, exactly. That's the crazy thing, too. The VAR does not tell the ref this is offsides. Like, if the ref made this goal stand, and this goal, like Jordan Morris, was a whole half a body length ahead, the VAR doesn't say, hey, this goal was offsides, overturn it. The VAR says, I think you've made a clear and obvious error. You have to come to the monitor. I'm recommending you come to the monitor to take a look at what I see. And the ref has to go to the monitor, and the ref might say, you know what, you're right. He's half a body length ahead. I'm going to overturn this goal. Or the ref might come to the monitor and say, I don't feel confident that he's half a body length ahead because the position of this or that. He might give feedback back to the VAR and say, I don't think there's enough in this, and this is my reasoning why, and I'm going to stick with the decision. Like, we have had decisions in MLS where the VAR has said, I think you've made an error, come to the monitor, and the ref goes to the monitor and says, I don't think I've made a clear and obvious error. I think this is up for debate. Therefore, I'm going to stick with my decision on the field. And he overrides the VAR. And I think that's the way it needs to be used. The referee on the pitch has the final decision at all times. So he's only the AVAR and VAR are only used to see if, in their judgment, a clear and obvious error has been made. And I think that's how the NFL does it. Someone tried to argue with me what was obvious. I think we should all know the difference in error on the side of the goal. It was review egregious. Exactly. And in none of this, like, he's offside by this much of the toe, or like the shoulders dipped, but the other player's got his arm out. Why did my headphone? I hate this. My headphones cut out if I'm talking, but there's no sound playing in them. They just turn themselves off after that. I don't know why. Well, keeper's way out there, but he's got it right. Anyway, yeah, that's how VAR works in MLS. It's great. Yeah, the VAR only calls it over if they think they've made an obvious error, and then the referee either agrees or doesn't agree. And there's no drawing of lines. There's no anything. We're in the black with the blue. They are in the white with the green. We are underway here for the 6th match of the season. We've played 6 matches tonight. How long has this stream been? Going on 6 hours, so. Hellefield Sports are leading at Barrow Wanderers, or against Barrow Wanderers at home, against Barrow Wanderers. So they're chasing us, Hellefield. So we need to make sure we take care of business. We really do. Sheamus with the corner, and that's going to be right into Gums' hands. So it's starting to rain in Seattle. It's raining in Seattle. Is anyone surprised? The only thing I hate about Seattle is the fact that they play on artificial turf, because obviously CenturyLink Field shares the stadium with the NFL, and it rains there constantly. So it's an artificial turf. What's up, Pika J? Sorry. Guys, if you are not, he builds Gunpla. He is a gourmet coffee maker. He plays 7 Days to Die. He plays Counter-Strike. It is the great Pika J. Really chill dude. Really chill stream. If you're into like a lo-fi kind of stream, Pika J's the guy. 100%. Lo-fi tunes, lo-fi vibes, all sorts of great stuff. So definitely check him out. Spaps here on the right-hand side. Frack, you got to shoot, Frack. It's blocked in front. Wilson clears. Here's Frack on the right again. Frack cuts back for Spaps. I don't know why you've gone all the way back to me. Twinkle, you got one on the left, Twinkle. Can't switch the ball, though. Spaps, that's threading the needle. We need to spread the fuck out. I don't know why I'm got a frog in the throat all of a sudden. Good Lord. I think Abada for Charlotte just got booked. Akoni-kun, go on, Akoni-kun score. No. He should have taken it first time. On the volley, he didn't. So now it's a corner. Frack's got it. Here comes the corner. Whipped in. Gums didn't come for it. It's still up. It's still unsettled. Headed back in, and Gums makes the save. They got a half hour left in the Seattle-Charlotte game, basically. A little more and stoppage, but... yeah. Twinkle, Cookies over the top. Sheamus, can he go? What a ball. Fucking what a ball from Cookies. Sheamus, the cutback, sneaky, knocked off. No foul. Sheamus knocks it down. Sheamus still with it. Take a shot. Left foot over the top. Over the top. Parks, Akoni-kun, back to Twinkle, back to Parks for some reason, and that's lost to Elliott. Nobody's catching up with that. That's going to be our ball again. Yeah. Jack brought. Jack. Parks, Sheamus. Akoni-kun. Akoni-kun whips it in. Akoni-kun gets the cross in. Back post. Gums just knocks it down. It'll fall to me. Twinkle. You got it on the overlap. There you go. Waiting for Parks to make it. Parks cuts back inside for Sheamus. Goes for goal. And Gums with a great save. Parries it away for the corner. Furnace Rovers now lead at home against Nelson. Here's Frack. Sharnock Richard have taken the lead away at Wigton Harriers. That cuts in for Spaps. Did he stay on sides? Yes, he did. The cutback not there. Now it's for me. I should have just blasted it. I didn't. I turned with it. Back for Parks. Referee trying to get in the way. Over to Sheamus. Sheamus. What can he do with it? Parks is knocked off the ball. Somebody's got to learn to cross it there. Now we're going to keep moving on the counter. Elliott trying to find it forward. Wilson here. Wilson. Back for Silva. Silva. Cut out by Frack brilliantly. Can't win the header. Cookies tries to knock it over to Spaps. Spaps does take it down. Over to Frack. And that's the end of the highlight, apparently, randomly. We did all that for nothing. Silva's been cautioned. Parks whips this in. Spaps can't get to it, but it will go out for a corner. Corner comes in, and the ball goes out. Cookies will chase it down on the left-hand side. Kenny beat his man. Cuts back for Parks. Parks has got options. Parks with a chip far post. Can't find Spaps. Powell clears it. We'll go out for a throw. Here is Parks. A Cornicune. Back to Parks. Whip it in, Parks. Just whip the ball in, will you? Twinkle. Charnock Richard are 2-0 up. Now here's me. Over to Sheamus. Sheamus going in. Cookies can't get to it. Thought maybe he could have been impeded. No foul call. Spaps, Frack, myself. Back for Spaps. Did he stay on? Yeah, no, he didn't. He wandered off sides. Frack from Spaps, whips in, Sheamus back post. Mumba gets it, Parks knocks it down. He has a chance at Cornicune. Oh my God, Cookies, how have you not got a foot to that? Sheamus whipped in, whipped up, still not cleared. The Cornicune might come down with this. He does. Sheamus has got it, left foot. Back for Frack. Somebody go for goal. Frack's nowhere close. God damn, guys. What the crazy thing is too, I'm getting up at 6:30 tomorrow morning. It's midnight now, so I'm gonna be on a lack of sleep because of these fucking West Coast games. Always the way it is, though. I think the first Prem game was on at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So I think there's 2 Prem on, 8:30 and 11. Is that right? 8:30 and 11 tomorrow? Or is it like 9 and 12:30? 9 and 11:30 tomorrow. And then first game for the MLS is at 4. He's looking for it. He doesn't got an option, man. Where's the overlap? That's late. Cookie's not going to catch up to that. It's punted back. I do come down with it, though. Oh, what a touch, Snicky. Go on, Snicky. Come on, Snicky. Oh, Gums makes the save. It's fucking pouring in Seattle. They're getting saturated, bro. Frack. It's a good idea, but the ball just had too much pace on it. I mean, but match momentum, you can see we've dominated that. I don't know why we cannot finish as well as we have been. Another 10 shots, 3 on target, .95 XG, and we can't fucking score. It's just, I mean, this is like the second or third game this season so far where we have dominated XG and we can't score. Spaps, no. York has put it out. It will be a corner. Abada's come off for Smalls. Ibadi's also on for Charlotte. They made a double change. Sheamus whips the cross in. Up, not out. Oh, I thought Parks could get to that. No. Konikune's got it. Whip it in, Konikune. Another. Went right to Gums. How the fuck did it not go out for a corner? Wow, him. Silva. Elliott. Good tackle of Konikune. Took it right off his feet. Picked his pocket. Then we almost gave the ball away. Sheamus thankfully turned on it. Jack Lemon, MD. Myself, Cookies. Myself. I was going to say Spaps is crying out for that. Keep it in. Spaps does. Back post. Konikune maybe no. Falls for Twinkle. Twinkle stops. Twinkle shoots just wide. Took a deflection though. Will be a corner. How many times am I gonna fucking produce chances and not bury them? Spaps. It's me headed back in. Gums has got that. What are we up to now? 1.2? 1.03. 11 shots, 68% possession. We can't finish. This is what I'm talking about. Snicky will score like an insane amount of goals per game. Like 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals, 4 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals. Like, and then go 6 games without scoring or some shit. And I'm just like, how? Oh, speaking of which, though, there he is. There they are. I say that, and then they get themselves on the score sheet with the fucking headed goal. Hey, the commentator curse. It really was. It's never left me, Seamus. It's never fucking left me. I'm gonna have to clip that and send it to Snicky. God damn it. I'm gonna have to clip that and send that to Snicky. That's just too fucking good. God damn it. Oh. I'm gonna have to clip the whole speech of like, oh, two goal, and fucking send, and then literally write with the fucking Christ. I'm a dickhead, man. I'm a dickhead. Oh, anyway, here we are, 1-0 up. There's gonna be 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. Seamus Akonikud, cookies, almost. Jesus, that was such a dangerous ball through. Um. Seamus with it. What can he do? Come on, Seamus. Twinkle. Spaps. It's so odd. Like, I feel really bad for you, Seamus, because you're never quite on the score sheet. But the fucking runs you make are always the most pivotal runs. Like, oh my God, what a cross. And what a shot from Cookies. Like, the amount of overlapping you do with Parks on the left-hand side, like if we didn't never had that option, this team would be half as good. Penalty. He's handled the Twinkle's pushed by Mumba, and the ref points to the spot. Second goal of the season, both of them from the spot. In off the post. Woof. Easy. Yeah. I don't know why he was sweating. His team always embarrasses me. Always embarrasses me like that. I always say something and then they do. I always say like, why are we doing blah, 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 blah. We can't seem to ever do this, that, or the other. And then they just go and do it like immediately afterwards. 2-0. Right on the stroke of halftime, actually. Blow the whistle, ref. He should. We'll probably play, I was going to say 30 seconds. Halftime. There we go. 2.13, and we lead 2-0. So, keep it up. Back underway with the second half. First sub is probably going to be Spaps. At right now, at the rate that we're going right now, it'll be Spaps. for Joe Jones. Mukendi has been, I think Mukendi's got like 3 goals this season so far. Like it just baffles me. I want to get to the Prem with Mukendi. We won't. He'll retire before then. But like the fact that all the scouts say he's 1 star and he just fucking lights the leagues up. Like I love Mukendi. Simon Roger Mukendi is going to be a club legend. I think Seamus is offsides there. No, it is a corner. Whipped in. And then it's going to be knocked away. Cookies has got it. How you been, by the way, Seamus? I never actually checked in on you, brother. I hope you're well. Konikun, Twinkle, Sheamus of Autumn. Ah, he had options. You didn't need to do that. They haven't had a single shot. They are struggling this year. Elliott. Here's Wilson. It's headed away. Powell comes down with it. Chambers. Quinn on the left-hand side. Been sick last 2 weeks, but finally feeling better. How are you? I'm doing all right. I mean, I've had a phenomenal day football-wise, but I'm doing okay. I'm a little... I hate being in debt. Like, that's one thing I absolutely hate, and I've obviously taken a lot on to go to the Olympics. The tickets cost me $2,900. Jesus Christ, what a chance. The tickets cost me $29. The hotels cost me $5,400, $5,300. So, all of that got charged to PayPal. So I'm kind of like upset that my PayPal now has $6,800 sitting on it when I had it clear. But I mean, I'm happy I'm going to the Olympics. It's going to be a wonderful time. I'm gonna make the first sub. Joe Jones is coming in for Spaps, and then second sub is actually going to be Harry Norris for Jack Lemon MD. That's just off the top, so I'm happy about that. I just hope I can actually pay it down without charge. Like, I got not trouble. I shouldn't say trouble, but I had a knack with my credit card where I would pay something down and then I would charge something to it, and then I would pay it down and I would charge to it, and I'm just like, I want to spend some time not having the debt on there, which is what I'm about to do finally. But yeah, so I just want to get shit paid off so I can move to Europe. That's essentially what I want to do. I want to get to a point where I'm debt free so that I can actually move to Europe and not have to worry about holding on to an American bank account. Snicky almost scored a fucking blinder of a goal there. I will need one the first year that I am over there. But after that, I will not need an American bank account anymore, and I probably won't keep it. Put Wellman on. Maybe we'll put Wellman on. No. Maybe I'm just not going to make a sub. I'm just not going to make a third sub. I think we're good. Boodle 3-0 up versus Wetherings. Okay. Seattle still 2-1 up on Charlotte. Good move. Good ball. But yeah, not bad. All things considered. I'm excited to go to Italy. I'm fucking so excited. I just have to book the plane. That's the only thing I gotta book is the plane ticket. And I'm waiting 1 month to do so because not all of the airlines are allowing reservations this far in advance. So I'm waiting. Good save, Brat. Oh yeah, I'm excited for you. What events do you have tickets to? Women's moguls, a lot of curling. I think about 12 sessions of curling, about 6 ice hockey games, 2 or 3 cross-country skiing sessions, the men's half-pipe snowboarding, the one of the skiing events, maybe the biathlon, or was it the or like the men's cross-country endurance race, something like that, and opening ceremonies. So I have tickets to opening ceremonies as well. I fucking love opening ceremonies. It'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So my plan is to spend the next year paying down as much of it as I can, and then going to Italy with almost all of it paid off. That way I can actually, spend and enjoy in Italy. Go on cookies. Oh! And then also, when I come home, start planning to go to the 2028 games in LA, which I have a feeling are going to be a fucking nightmare, but, Oh, you got opening yeah, I wanted closing ceremonies too because closing ceremonies are in Verona Arena, which is Verona Arena was built in 26 AD and it's still in use today. Like it's been renovated so many times over the year. I'm down to go to LA 2028, just FYI. Save the money, brother. Shit's expensive. But yeah, Verona Arena was built in 26 AD, and Christ died in 30 to 33 AD. So literally, the arena that is going to hold the closing ceremonies is going to be is a place that was built while Jesus was walking the earth, which is fucking crazy to even try and comprehend. And I wanted tickets so bad, but the cheapest ticket was $975, and they sold out fucking instantly. And the only tickets that are left are $2,900 a ticket. And I'm like, I am not spending that kind of money for one ticket. Like that, I'm sorry. I can't do that. But that would have been fucking insanely sick to be standing there watching, the Olympic closing ceremonies going, you know, this building is 2,000 fucking years old. Like that's nuts. Mulrooney's offside, so he's wandered offside. It's gonna be. Let's prep it. We gotta prep it, boys. We gotta prep David Isley. So, um, Nicky loses the ball. Mulrooney, guys, just hold on to the clean sheet, will you? Coney Coon, twinkle over the top. Sheamus on the left. But yeah, I'm going for two. I'm taking a 3-week vacation. It's gonna be awesome. I'm taking off Wednesday, um, to fly out, and then I arrive in Italy on Thursday because of the time difference, and then I go to opening ceremonies Friday, and I stay there through the whole following week, through the Saturday after that. So I'll be flying back home on the Saturday, the day before closing ceremonies, and then I'm going to get home probably Saturday night because again, you gain the 6 hours back, and then I'm probably going to take that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the following week off, or Monday, Tuesday, the minimum of the following week off. So yeah, it's going to be 3-week vacation. I'm going to spend 3 days at home at the end of it, and 2.5 weeks in Italy. It's going to be great. Sneaking into 43rd, myself from the spot in added time at the end of the first half. It is another victory. It is 2-0. We're still unbeaten in the league. Did we get any help in the league? I don't think we did. However, I will say the absolute craziness was in that top fixture. Boodle AFC versus Wetherings United. Scully in the 7th minute from the penalty spot was the only goal in the first half. And Boodle were 1-0 up at half. Massey in the 51st before he scores again in the 70th. 3-0 Boodle. But then Ferguson in the 74th made it 3-1 and Cupers in the 77th got a second back for Witherings United. 3-2. That's before Hughes in the 78th scored again. It's 4-2 Boodle AFC. And then Spiteri makes his mark on the game. 83rd minute scores to make it 4-3. Added time at the end of the second half. He levels it. Wetherings United snatch a point from defeat against Boodle AFC. Burnside versus AFC Blackpool. We get no help from the lead. Day in the 54th minute before Barat in the 73rd and again in the 79th. And Burnside turn in a 3-0 victory at home. AFC Blackpool are going to remain in 16th place. Burnside remain in second because of that. Furnace Rovers hosting Nelson Fisher in the 17th for Furnace Rovers. Hill in the 75th. Parks in the 87th. 3-0 for Furnace Rovers. over Nelson. They are going to climb up into 7th with that victory. Hellyfield Sports hosting Barrow Wanderers. Again, no help Douglas in the opening minute, and then in the final minute of the first half as well. 2-0 at the break. Edge put it in his own net in the 86th to give Barrow Wanderers a glimmer of hope, but there was no goal scorer for them themselves. They will lose 2-1 on the road, and that keeps them planted in 15th. Hellyfield Sports will jump up into 4th. They are still level on points with us. Sidak Sports and Social hosting Sedberg and Dent United. Hein in the 84th minute scored late for Sidak and Sports Socials to see them through as 1-0 victors. They move up to 6th. Sedberg and Dent drop to 8th. Ulverston Rangers hosting Windermere. Bowley in the 69th minute. I think SC might be Sports Club. But yeah, bowling in the 69th minute for Ulverston Rangers is enough to down their Windermere Sports Club guests. And so Ulverston are going to jump up into 9th place off the back of that. Windermere are still in 13th. Finally, Wigton Harriers hosting Charnock Richards. Jones in the 18th before he scored again in the 25th from the penalty spot. Booth 2 minutes after that for Wigton Harriers got one back, and Ross was dismissed from play in the 86th minute, but Wigton Harriers could not put the extra man to advantage to use, and the visitors take this one on the road. The league leaders keep pace, and they are still 2 points ahead of us, 1 point ahead of Burnsdale. So, stands by the criticism. Cool, good for him. I don't care. Post-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Tom Foster at Sky Sports. He's going to be like, oh, you stand by. What do you think of the comments he said that he stands by? Fucking stupid-ass questions. It had a crucial moment. I have no fucking clue where. That's nothing to do with us. Cool. He didn't actually have to ask the question. Much respect to Tom Parker for not actually asking the question. But there you have it. I'm going to make a note that 185 is going to be the next episode. But this was CLG FC episode 184. So for those on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care.